What's up, everybody? It's Bill Forster. You didn't think that was coming on.
Hi.
And that's Malika Forster in the background. How are you on this cloudy, depending on where you are today? Some people might be someplace where it's sun shines and applesauce and something. I don't know.
Sunshine and applesauce.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I guess,
different.
yeah, exactly. You never know. People, wherever you are, a little applesauce and sunshine and stuff like that. But that's Malika Forster in the background. See, and I got her now here. So happy Monday. No, right? Yeah, happy Monday.
I don't know what day.
Yeah, just been
It's
so
all
much
a
going
blur.
on and stuff like that. Just
Yeah, it's
running
strange,
around and
right?
moving. First and foremost, I hope everybody's having a good day. You're not in the picture. Get in there. There
I'm
you
trying
go.
to squeeze in there.
Squeeze in. She's there. Um, Rest in pieces. There's a lot of people that have passed away. Cliff Robinson, former NBA star,
Yeah.
John Thompson, former NBA, former college coach, one of the few coaches that had maybe like 97% of his students graduate.
Wow.
Graduate, not leave early, graduate. And of course, Mr. Black Panther himself, Chadwick.
Oh my God, that was devastating.
Yeah, that caught a lot of people off guard.
Mm-hmm.
People were so malicious. I think you know, bravo to him. It just shows the character of the man that can battle such an illness and not tell anybody and still put out a, a plethora of work and excellent work. So that's real. That's what's real. What's up, Mark?
Oh, my cousin. Hey, Tina.
Hey, Tina. What's up, Tramel? What's going on in transit, Tramel? We got to talk. What's up,
Yeah, we're
Cabrera?
just
How are you? You know, hey,
just chit
Tina.
chatting.
Jay Burnett, what's up? We was trying to have some people come on.
People are busy.
Yeah,
It's just like us. I mean, everyone is
moving and grooving.
understandably very, very busy right now. But
Scheduling
yeah,
is hard. So,
yeah.
but what I'm trying to do is just still give you authenticity and a great body of work that we do, right?
So Bill's looking at Miles. Yeah, I'll take him with me when I
Please,
go.
please, please.
He loves you. He missed you.
Yeah. Um, what's in the news? There's been a lot of conversation about Mr. Blake. We don't know anything yet. Then we have a young 17-year-old Caucasian boy walking down the street and shoots two people. And then there's been some dialogue on him being a patriot. Well, let me just say this. There isn't any better patriots than people of color. We have not gotten what we deserve,
No.
and we are still told and forced to love this country. How crazy is that? That where's our 40 acres and a mule?
Yeah.
There are so many different things. We've been suppressed. Our history hasn't been told. And we still told by certain people that you should love America because it was worse than where you were. But it's never been worse for you. So some people need to stop telling people what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Before we
saying?
get too deep, because I'm multitasking
Right,
today.
right.
But if anyone is interested in hopping on and chatting with Bill tonight, please do so. Right?
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
you'll welcome them, and
I'll welcome
because
the
I'm in
conversation.
and out. Yes, and I don't want you to be here all by
And if there's a
yourself.
topic that you want to talk about for a quick hour,
Yeah.
we can talk about that. You know, the Portland mayor, I think he had to get in the 45's derriere, telling him he's a monster. I'm paraphrasing, but we already know he is. Um, vote, vote, vote. 60, I think 3 days in counting, maybe.
Yeah.
Vote, vote. You know, some of you, y'all funny style with this voting thing, and I don't even think you know why you say what you say, but I hear what you say, and I have dialogue with people all the time, and the one thing that everybody has an opinion. That's the beautiful thing about Facebook or social media, Instagram or whatever tweets. If you're on Twitter, people just have things to say. You know,
Yeah, I guess I don't really get like, yeah, everybody does have their own opinion. I'm trying to squeeze in
squeeze it,
just for half a second.
squeeze it, squeeze.
Gladly.
Right. You know?
But yeah, everybody has their own opinion about everything in life. But some people are just flat out rude with it. And I mean, this hasn't happened to me personally, but I see it, I read it, and what are they trying to convince everybody and change everybody's mind? It's just not going to happen.
Right.
We all are entitled to our own opinions, and that's it, period. Dre wants to know what happened in Portland.
The mayor.
No, he says some of us got rid of cable. Oh, and using Fire Sticks.
Well, basically, the mayor called out 45 and said, he's the one that's starting like the racial divide. Basically, I'll inbox it to you. Um, so far, uh, who are you voting for? Have you made up your mind yet? If you can put it in there. If you want to chop it up, let's chop it up. Stacy, what's up? Hi, sis. Happy belated. I know you just had a birthday.
Oh yeah, happy belated birthday, Stacy.
Yes. What's up, Mark? What's up, Wayne? Pam Pam, Doji, how are you? George, Rosa. What's up, George?
Before I go,
Marshall.
The other day one of my girlfriends sent a group text just to poll and see, who's planning to vote in person, or what are people's plans to vote. I don't know if we talked about this last week or not, but we're going to the polls.
We will be there with bells
bright and early.
What's up, Jay?
Yeah, we will definitely be there bright and early.
Yeah, we're not playing that. Listen, dude is trying to do everything in his power to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, what about the postmaster? How crazy was that? I never forget they asked the postmaster. It was like, yeah, the country has been running, the mail has been how many years, 100 years or whatever it is, the way it was. And
now all of a sudden
he says, yeah, you come in a certain amount of time and just effed it all up.
Yeah.
So, and there are some people out here that actually feel that he's right. I need to ask some of y'all.
Wow. So I'm going to disappear.
Oh, okay.
I love you. If anyone wants to hop on live and chat with Bill, he will send you the link. He'll text it to you, send it to you in the messenger.
Yeah, and inbox you, whatever it is. Yeah, come on. See who got something to say. What's up, Nemi?
Don't be shy. It's fine. Look,
Rondell,
I'm here. My hair is not done. I'm not even dressed.
Rondell, what's going on?
But I'm still here, right?
Yeah. I just, like I said, just real talk.
I'll be back.
All right. So it's just real talking. We're just chopping it up. We just, what's your opinions? What's your thought about what's going on in the world today? Relationships, I don't know. He, she, why, they. We could talk about anything. You got me for a few. We're going to chop it up. We're going to say what we're going to say. Doji in the building. Always love, respect. Tell the wife I said hi. She loves you too. Nemi, what's going on, brother? Everything good? One of my former narco rangers. Teddy Ted, I see you, brother. So, like I said, there's a lot of conversation about Jacob Blake. There's a lot of conversation about the little young white guy, 17-year-old, should be on Snapchat or something else playing with girls. He's out here protecting property at night when he's supposed to be home, and his mother drives him. 17-year-old, got a big AKA, 15 AR-15, whatever it is, and you want to go protect somebody's property that you don't even know. Dog over here tap dancing. Malika, get your dog. Anyway, what's up, Mr. Redmond? How are you? So yeah, there's just so much going on. How many of you out there feel that 45 has really divided this country? I'm one that really feels that way. I think he's done a terrible job. Um, think he's the worst. There are people that talking about what he did for black people. Yo, I just you can fact check it yourself. I did it today. Everything that's happening, his numbers were pretty good, but it all started under the Obama administration. You can fact check it. If you don't believe me, I'll send you the link because I did it today with somebody else. So you sit here and you can praise 45, small hands 45, and you know, you can fact check it. That's all I can say about that. Ty Poe, what's going on, brother? How are you? Um, let's talk about the little young white man, 17 years old, with a big gun, and he's out there. And there was conversation. I had conversation with some people or one person that kind of felt like, yo, he was justified in shooting the people because they hit they hit him with a skateboard. I also said that he had no business being there. What's your thoughts on that? What's up, Doug? How are you? I really like to know what some of y'all are thinking. Please, any questions, comments? Let's talk about it. Hit me up. Because I can sit here and do this all day, but it's important to hear what you have to say because you make Real Talk Chronicles happen. This is Real Talk Chronicles, everybody. If you like it, YouTube it, subscribe to it. You can share it. Let's have some real conversation about something. Um, what about what's happening in New York? Oh my God. Shootings everywhere. I was listening to the mayor on News One today. Not the mayor, the police commissioner. And I guess he really didn't want to, he was trying to be politically correct. He really wanted to say, listen. And then he finally came out and said, like, he felt like the politicians had taken away certain liberties. And the newscaster asked him, he said, is there a slowdown? And he was like, oh, no. He's not going to say, yeah, he knows. Everybody knows the NYPD is shut down. But, let me ask any active officer, and I'll ask anybody out here, former, to ask any officer that's active now. You took an oath to protect and serve. You didn't take an oath over what the mayor does. So why aren't you doing your job? Kind of, sort of. Um, when Giuliani gave you zeros or gave us zeros, I don't know if some of you were on the job then, some might have been, some not. We still had to work. There was no such thing as a slowdown. Giuliani was talking about firing anybody that made a move to City Hall that was going to complain. What's up, Carlos? Carmine's in the building. Anybody? You want a Lexus? Go see my man Carmine. That's my brother. E-Papers, what's up? E-Papers, you want to talk about Social Security? Talk about it. What you want to talk about, brother? What's up, Miss Diane? Diana, you retired. Congratulations. What's up, Paula? Yeah, blue lives do matter, right, Ted? That's what they say. Everything is good, Carmine. How are you? And everything good? We got to chop it up. But got another Lex. Let me stop. Yeah, I did. Let's talk about a future of our Social Security. Talk about it, Ed. Give me some insight on what you want to talk about the Social Security. I heard as well as some things about it, right? They're trying to change up. Come on, what you want to talk about? You know, I know how you feel about Joe. with everything still going on, are you still, all in on 45? You know what I'm saying? You and I have had some excellent conversations. Appreciate you. My man, yes, that's my brother. It's yeah, definitely. Congratulations on the retirement, Lieutenant. Yeah, talk about it. The Social Security, the future is not bright. Yeah, Teddy Ted, you're right. No one was ever blowing blue. Nah, not at all, man. Not at all. I had some things talking about the census tonight, or some other people. I'm trying to get my post office people. But scheduling has been kind of hard right now. Are you still feeling anxiety, cramped up, trapped in the house? Some people out here just acting like it's all right. I don't know about you. You can call me scared. If you're scared, say you're scared. That's old narcotics terminology. I, I'm not trying to catch anything. I ain't trying to die. So, you know, I ain't trying to die from anything, right? I hear you, Carmine. I feel you, brother. He says as bad as 45 might be, Biden, Kamala, nah. And you got a right to feel that. I mean, we've had discussions back and forth on that. And, I had a friend today that was trying to give me his take on saying 45 is not that bad. And I was confused. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I mean, some people are just going to vote for their political parties. And I'll ask that question to those out there. Are you just voting for your political party, or are you voting for the views or what they're representing? So that's a good point. Some people are just gonna vote blue, some people are just gonna vote red, and it is what it is. Cav, what's going on, brother? How you feel? What's up, Ed? By 2023, they want to do away with Social Security. They got to do more research. Ed, we could talk about it. Tell me, I'm not as knowledgeable. I think I've heard something about what political party wants to do away with Social Security. Is it the Democrats? Is it Republicans? Who wants to do away with it? Is it De Blasio? I mean, give me some insight. I'm not knowledgeable on it. I think I heard a little bit about it. Doug, I hear you. You've been in the House since March 16th. I ain't mad at you. For my essential employees out there, much respect. 9/11 is coming up for the first responders and stuff. People like myself that were the former first responders. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, oh yeah. Well, Carmine, let me ask you a question. 45 wants to do away with Social Security. How do you feel about that? Ed, yeah, I think now it's coming back to me. I did hear something in regards to that. You know, Ed, if you want to call in, let me know. I'll give anybody that wants to call in, or I'll send you the link. We can come on live and talk to me. We can talk it up right now. We can have a little conversation. Diana, you voting for the right person for the job, Biden and Harris? I'm with you. I feel you on that. Anybody anybody wants to talk real quick? As long as you got a shirt on or something, we can chop it up real quick. It's a free conversation. I want to hear what people have to say. What's up, Denise? How are you? Uh, Ed, what is Obama trying to? Not Obama, Lord, respect. Shout out to old Barry. What is 45 trying to do away with the Social Security? I think he's trying to do some kind of thing. What's up, Sal? Sal in the building. What's up, Gerald? Gerard? Tony Simmons. Yo, Tone, what's going on? If they don't do some type of reform to Social Security by 2038, it will run. Please, please do send me the link. All right, I'm gonna send it. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link right now, Ed. I'll send it to you. Uh, how you doing, Denise? Denise, I know you're a 45 supporter. Do you know about what's happening with him trying to do away with Social Security? Did you hear anything about that? I'm gonna send you the link right now, Ed, so you can come on. Yeah, Tony, you can come on too. Uh, so we're gonna have some people coming on, sweetheart.
Excellent.
Yes. Almeen Moore. What's up, Sensei? How are you? Let me do this right now. Ed, send me a inbox. I'll do it right now. And I'll send you the link. And we can get you in here. Where's my man? Oh, hold on. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get you that way.
Messenger.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Messenger. Somebody, Ed, send me a Messenger link. You were researching, Denise? Yeah, I mean, we're talking about getting away from Social Security. If that's true, come on now. Everybody needs Social Security. White, Black, Spanish, Republican, Democrat, Independent. Everybody wants Social Security. What do you feel about that? That's crazy. I'm definitely going to have to look into that now because this is getting crazy. I'm trying to get to this thing. Let's see. Hold on. What's it? Papers. I'm gonna have to. Okay, there you go. I think you sent it to me. I got you. I'm sending it to you right now. So come on. I got you right now. I just sent it to you. Anybody wants to talk in? Carmine, anybody, Denise, anybody wants to come in and talk? We could just talk politics, soft and easy, chop it up. Uh Biden and Harris have a good policy, but they ain't talking about it more. They need to talk about it more. I got you. Uh yeah. Yeah, Andre, there's Al Moore. Power up, you power up, brother. That's it. So somebody help me find out about this Social Security thing. I'm gonna have to try to research this right now and see what's going on. See, that's the beautiful thing about fact checking. We can do this right here, right now. I ain't scared. I don't know. I sent you the link, Ed. Let's see. Does President Trump want to get away with Social Security? Trump plans to defund Social Security. Fast check. President Trump has not said he will terminate it yet. Did Trump vow to terminate Social Security? Did Trump say he would terminate Social Security if reelected? Trump says a lot. Let's see. I don't think he knows what he says. What's up, Jace? Trump plans to defund Social Security on August 8th at his golf club. Working hard. Ed, where are you? I sent you the link. At his golf club at Bedminster, New Jersey, President Trump announced that his administration is seeking to delay much of the payroll tax that funds Social Security. One of four unilateral actions he took in lieu of negotiating with Congress on meaningful economic relief legislation. The president also said that okay, let him come in. The president also said that if he is reelected, mute yourself, Ed. The president also said that if he's reelected, he wants not only to turn the delay into a tax cut that would result in significant revenue losses for Social Security, but also to eliminate employer payroll taxes for good. I'm reading this live. All you got to do, everybody, you can Google, fact check. Did 45 plan to defund Social Security? This is a big thing. I was just reading what he was trying to do, Ed. It says that the president also said that if he is reelected, he wants mute yourself. He wants not only to turn the okay, I'm gonna mute him myself. Yes, he wants not only to turn the delay into a tax cut that would result in significant revenue losses for Social Security, but also to eliminate employee payroll taxes for good. As our analysts based on the Social Security trustees projections show, eliminating employee payroll taxes along the lines that the president has proposed would absent additional actions, complete exhaust the Social Security Trust Fund by 2026 or earlier and result in steep benefit cuts. Anybody got some comment on that? Sorry, I didn't have my glasses on. Go ahead, Ed. What you feel, man?
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. This is a real touchy subject. I mean, we can get into police reform. We can get into a whole bunch of other things, man. But when you're talking about people's future, you're talking about years of working, and then all of a sudden now he wants to cut his taxes, and like he just wants to do away with Social Security. That's totally not what It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. You're talking about your mortgage. You're talking about you're talking about your livelihood. Period. You know what I mean?
I agree. I totally agree. Anybody out there that's for Trump, how do you feel about that? I can send you the link. You can chime in and you can have a conversation with us right now. We going live. This is Real Talk Chronicles. We just keep it 100. There's no opinion. It's all about facts. We fact check each other here. That's what it is. It also says Social Security is funded by 6.2% payroll tax paid both by employees and employees. This payroll goes into the Social Security Trust Fund. According to the trustees' latest projections, the trust fund ensures the Social Security beneficiaries can count on all of their promised benefits until 2035, giving Congress enough time to address Social Security longer-term financial shortfall. Currently, 65 million people receive Social Security benefits, including retirees, people with disabilities, widows and widowers, and surviving spouses and children of workers. Most seniors and disabled workers beneficiaries rely on Social Security for a majority of their income. As the pandemic continues to exact a toll on Americans' health and financial security, Social Security guaranteed income to all of the most important. So, I mean, listen, that's big going into the polls. You want to vote for somebody that's going to take away Social Security? You tell me about it.
Hey, Bill, this is why I brought it up, because this is a very touchy subject. It's very touchy, man. This is very serious. This has a lot to do with our future. I still have about 5 or 6 more years on my job, and by the time 2035 rolls around, like, what's it going to be? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I can only do but so much in terms of my retirement. After my retirement, but then after that, they're talking about eliminating Social Security, even though they want to not do it. Well, they want to do away with it, but they want to add it to your check. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done with your job, and when you retire and you have nothing to look for, it's like, what happened for the past 25 or 30 years that you worked? Like, where does that money go?
So Ed, it's almost like it's like they're saying, what do we got to put our own trust fund, our own Social Security together, because it's like if you're going to put it in our check, then what do we retire? Like Social Security for some people is the only source of income.
That's correct.
There are some people that have just worked and they're at that age, they may not have great jobs, but they will get Social Security, and that is their only source of income. It's crazy if you take that away, and you're taking a nice that's could be thousands of dollars taken away out of somebody. Yes,
absolutely, I agree. I mean, in the course of our lifetime, you've never heard nothing like this before. Like, and why now? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's imperative that all of us get this guy out of office, man, because this is something it's totally ludicrous.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Carmine, you get back to me. You and Denise, y'all get back to me. I know y'all want to get back. Like I said, just fact check it. I'm doing it right now. I'll read another paragraph, the third paragraph. It said Trump's August 8th memorandum instructed the U.S. Department of the Treasury to delay the payment of employee side Social Security taxes on wages paid from September 2020 to December 2020 to workers earning less than $4,000. Each other week, roughly 100,000 on an annual basis, because employees are largely required to withhold employee share outstanding Trump's memorandum. Many tax lawyers and payroll administrators have raised doubt about whether employees will see any boost in their paychecks from moving back to the tax deadlines. Employees may simply continue to withhold tax from paychecks and hold onto the money until the delayed deadline for paying it into the government. Regardless, the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget has established that up to $100 billion in payroll tax revenues flowing into Social Security, could at least be delayed until under Trump's action. Wow. I'll read the last paragraph. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Bill, but this is serious, man.
Yeah. That's real quick. What's up, Gennaro? My man, what's going on? Hey, Dolly, I see you in here. Dolly, I don't know if you heard what's going on. Trump is thinking about withholding people's taxes. Social Security, excuse me. I don't know how you feel about that. Doug, what'd you say now after hearing that? Doesn't it seem odd how Lax 45 was with responding to the pandemic, which affected our older populations first? Absolutely. Yeah, let them die off. Teddy Ted, yes, because all of them now are dead. They will not be collecting Social Security. Yeah, this dude, doesn't he want his Social Security? But he's always going to have money because he's going to always have a business. I mean, he had
absolutely,
yeah, right,
absolutely. He has nothing to worry about.
No.
It's the working people that always suffer, man.
Yeah.
Unless you have some type of loophole or something that will sustain your income, you can forget it, man. Because the way this guy is going, he don't care. He's ready to press the nuclear button in a minute.
Yeah. I'm never saying dude is very confusing. Besides Social Security, now there's something else that he's tacking on it, and that's going to only benefit the rich. That's only going to benefit the rich, because if you have a business, you're always going to receive income. But for somebody else like yourself, me, who may retire and don't choose to work again, but that's our right, and Social Security gets added on to us at a certain age, you're going to take that away from us? Like, that's crazy. You've just changed our whole household. You've just changed our whole household with the thousands of dollars that people can get. You change a lot of people's household.
Absolutely, man.
Carmine, you say he's not eliminating Social Security. Is that what you're feeling he's not going to do? Or give me something, send me something. Hey, Bill, unfortunately, I can comment on this subject. I haven't researched it yet. I got you, Dolly. We're just kicking it right now. Ed is on. And like I said, anybody that wants to come on, I'll send you the link. Just inbox me a thumbs up, and I'll send you the link. We can come on and just talk about it right now. Nobody's trying to bash anybody, but we're just trying to have an adult conversation on this is what it said. All I'm asking anybody to do, just Google, is Trump trying to get rid of Social Security, and it'll come up with some things. And that's what I was just reading. So we can do this together. It's not about, like I said, everybody knows I'm not a Trump fan, but let's deal with facts. We're not dealing with fiction. Yeah. What you say, Carmine? He will eliminate payroll tax and get funding for Social Security somewhere else? No. In fact, I was saying the way I understood it, it doesn't. It's a deferral. Okay. How is it deferring? Deferring to where? I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying. Trump doesn't. What'd you say, Andre? Trump doesn't want to get elected. There are poor white like farmers in this country than any other race. Congrats, Biden, number 46. I hear you. Anybody, like I said, I got my man Ed on. Anybody else that, if you want to talk, like I said, we're just having conversation, Real Talk Chronicles. This is what it is. I'm Bill Forrest. I'm your host. And we just want to talk about right now. This is a topic Ed brought to the table. Will this sway your voting, right? Like, so taking away, this is what it is about Social Security. Now, even if you were a Trump supporter, is this something that makes you say, wait a minute, whoa, 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 whoa? You know what I'm saying? Because certain things that, okay, let me see what you got. Let's see. What did you say? I got it, brother. Okay. Carmine sent me something, and he says, we protect Social Security. He added, according to Fox News. My bad, Carmine. According to Fox News, an official from the White House told USA Today on Tuesday that the Social Security Trust Fund is not at risk since payment deferral is only temporary and at present must be paid back early in 2021. The official confirmed, though, that the president called on Congress to make the deferral payments, thereby eliminating the tax. Garrett Watson, a senior policy analyst at the Tax Foundation, an independent tax policy think tank, told USA Today that eliminating the tax is not the same as eliminating Social Security. Okay.
I'm a little confused behind that.
Yeah.
So basically, so what you're telling me, what he's saying is that they're borrowing money from the trust fund, but they're going to pay it back. Is that? Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I mean, if anybody else, come on, anybody else can come on and read this with me. Thanks, Carmine, for sending me that. I appreciate it, my man. I'm going to read it again just so we can all get clarity. I'm very smart, but I just want to make sure I'm smart enough to understand this. It says, we protect Social Security, he added, according to Fox News. An official from the White House told USA Today on Tuesday that the Social Security Trust Fund is not at risk since payment deferral. Yes, pause. Go ahead. It's not at risk.
It's not at risk.
Mm-hmm.
All right, continue.
Okay, so let's say Social Security Trust it's not at risk since payment deferral is only temporary. And
temporary.
At temporary. That's the key word, right? Here we go. Because we're going to underline these keywords, only temporary. And at present must be paid back early in 2021. How is that going to happen, though? How is it going to be paid back?
I don't understand. That's the part that I'm puzzled by.
Yeah. I don't know how. So then I'll finish. He said the official confirmed, though, that the president called on Congress to make the deferral payments, thereby eliminating the tax. I'm kind of confused. The official confirmed, though, that the president called on Congress to make the deferral permanent, thereby eliminating the tax.
Thereby eliminating the tax.
Right.
So wait a minute. So in other words, average worker will receive a paycheck, but they will not take their Social Security. They won't take the Social Security out they check. Am I correct? Is this where we go with it?
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm really confused. I'm gonna send this to you, Ed, so you can read this too. Thanks, Carmine. Like I said, I appreciate you sending that to me.
Yeah.
I just sent it to you. We can go over this together. Anybody out here? Like I said,
okay.
If anybody, I just sent it to you. I don't know if you can look at your inbox. Yeah.
Yeah.
By your phone.
I received it. I got it. I'm gonna check it out, man.
Yeah. No, stay with me.
Bill,
you can stay with me though. You can stay with me. You can stay with me though. You can stay with me.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to say, man, I like what you're doing. Number one.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And it was just a touchy subject for me to put it out there for you and your listeners.
No, I appreciate it, Ed, because you know what's so funny? Like I said, everything is leading up to voting. And I think there are some people that are on the fence that, for whatever reason, why you're on the fence. And you have a right to be there if you want to. Some people have their mind made up, like myself. I have my mind made up. There are people that have their mind made up. But the thing is, we have to find out. Something like this can sway somebody. It can sway maybe a Democrat to a Republican vote. It could sway a Republican to a Democrat vote. I don't know. Hold on, let me see what a few people said. Stay with me, Ed. Hold on for a second.
I got you.
Mark said the problem is with anyone getting anything from Fox News. Okay, I agree with that. Dolly said the amount that we contribute to SS Fund is very minimal, so repayment will not be a hardship once situation stabilizes. For example, bills. For example, Bill, it's like when cops take a pension loan. But okay, well, we got to pay that back, Dolly. And
Yeah, because we're
when
paying ourselves.
yeah, and then and I'm sure with transit too. If you take a pension loan or something like that,
Yeah,
if you retire, if you don't
you
pay
just
it back,
borrowing.
it's a shortage. It's a shortage. Yes.
Right, it's a penalty, but basically you're just paying yourself back.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Omar? My fellow Hollows brother in the building. Douglas, what'd you say, Douglas? Getting information from Fox News is like asking 45. Can't trust this. I feel you. You know, I mean, Dolly, I don't know. You know, are you? Let me ask you a question, Dolly. You could just type in yes, no, whatever. I mean, like I said, you're more than welcome. I'll send you the link if you wanted to come in. Anybody that wanted to come in right now, there's Real Talk Chronicles. Whatever we're talking about, anybody that wants to come in, I'll send you the link. We can have just a little dialogue, open conversation. You know, if you understand this topic, then you can elaborate on it. If there's another topic you want to talk about, we're more than welcome to do that. This is one thing, the beautiful thing about Real Talk Chronicles, we're about facts, not fiction. You know, it's all true. So yeah, I mean, for example, I don't know. I get it. I'm confused with that. I think, you know, I'm gonna say my personal feelings that I feel the administration in there now plays word games. And I
Yeah,
think, you know, it's almost like 3-car Monty. You know what I'm saying? You know, tell me where the
right,
ball's at. Oh, you didn't
right,
get it. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I'm not saying I'm not going to sit here and say the Democrats are roses in bloom, but I think there's a little bit more transparency. And the thing is, when we talk about Social Security and things of that magnitude, those are scary words to the average working person. Those are very
That's
scary
right.
words. Anybody
That's
that's
right.
working, you work to get Social Security. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
You work. I don't know any. I haven't heard anybody ever say to me, "No, just take Social Security back. I don't want it." That was always a blessing. That was a bonus.
Throughout our entire life, you watch your grandmother, your mother, your father, and everybody else retire. Number one, number
Yeah.
two, depend on Social Security.
Right.
You know, this is something that I wouldn't say it's sacred, but it's something that it's been embedded, and it's just been the American way ever since.
Absolutely. It's been there.
And for them to abolish, or for him to even think about getting rid of it, it's totally absurd.
Yeah. And then, you know, I will definitely do my homework. Thank you, Ed, for giving me homework to do after this, because now I will find out why does he even want to do that? Because sometimes this jargon right here can be a little confusing, and especially if I don't put my glasses on. But Ed, let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Do you mind if I talk about your profession?
go.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Right now they just opened it up right now for transit as a bus operator. I was a former bus operator. Respect, that's my man right there. So I say all that to say they are opening up right now transit. What do you feel about that situation? And now I mean, it was free for a while, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, or give me what the protocol
It was
was.
free since mid-March. So basically going into 5 months as of today, we started the fare box is activated.
Okay. All right. Now, do they make up some security petitions or something that to keep you protected from the COVID aspect, or is this how is the setup for the drivers?
Okay, so in the beginning, transit never had a clue on what was going on. They caught on late. The union started, how would I say, started putting their knee on their necks,
Right.
on management necks. right? Management kind of figured it out. I mean, we were all trying to figure this thing out because my first time, I guess in our lifetime, living through a pandemic, you don't know what to expect, and that goes for all the agencies. But as far as with transit, as far as I think it was at the end of March, they started putting a petition in the middle of the bus to separate me from the passengers. I had about at least maybe 12 feet of distance between me and I would say the divider, and then the passengers would be in the back. That's how it was. But now, since they reopened the entire bus, what they're doing is that they extended on some of the buses. They have this partition that goes toward the window, and this makeshift shower curtain that goes across. So when people come in the front of the bus, we have no contact in terms of it's just one big shield between me and the passenger. So that's what they have right now.
Yeah, let me ask you. I had my man Tramel. I had my man Terrence Lane on. Shout out to my transit people. I had Goldie on, Goldie Bills.
Tramel, which is the guy from Progressive Action.
Yes, I had him on.
Yeah, very knowledgeable brother. Very knowledgeable brother.
Yeah, I think he was chiming in, looking. I don't know if he's still listening. Shout out to him. I can always get him back so we can converse about stuff. And being a former transit, bus operator, I felt it so disheartening because I heard they weren't even looking out for you guys. And I say guys, no disrespect to the ladies, just the operators at all. I just felt like they left you out there to get sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, listen, I can't give you the exact numbers, but I believe over 50 operators have passed away from COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still twiddling my fingers right now, trying to figure out when they're gonna give us our hazard pay.
Yes.
I don't know what's taking that so long.
Right.
With the PPEs, to my understanding, management already had PPEs, and they wasn't distributing none of that until union said, "Listen." And then when people started catching it, it just, it was a hell of an experience, man. And I've been through it, man. I went through it. In fact, in the early part of March,
yes. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, the early part of March, before it even blew up, I caught the symptoms or whatever.
Right.
And once well, thank God, the grace of God, I shook that thing off within 3 days, man. I had a high fever. I had the no taste, the no smell. I had all of that. But the grace of God, I shook it off in 3 days, man. But I've seen a lot of my coworkers went out and they had to quarantine for 14 days, and it's just a horrible sight, man. Horrible sight.
Let me ask you a question. Since you've had something like that, I mean, because some people, we know 45 downplayed it. We know, this comes from China. People, we can speculate and say where it came from. We can say a lot of things. Let me ask you your personal feelings on COVID-19. What do you personally feel?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so all right, my personal feelings. Number one, it's very interesting that we talk about this so-called bacteria or virus, depending on how you look at it. Now, I was listening to Cuomo speak recently, and what he reiterated was that this virus came from Europe. He said that the virus actually came from Europe, and that when the Europeans came over here to the U.S., that's how the spread started. Now, don't quote me on that, ladies and gentlemen, and don't quote me on that, Bill, but this is what Cuomo has said. He said that he called it the European virus, not the China virus.
Right.
So COVID-19, let's say, biological study, maybe, I'm just saying this is my theory. It's so ironic how this disease has destroyed people of color. For what reason, I don't know.
But people of color with pre-existing conditions. I had a conversation earlier about They added if you passed away in a hospital and you had pre-existing conditions, they clumped it in with COVID-19, and it could have been something that accelerated, your death. It could have been,
Yeah, this is one disease that I'm still trying to figure this out, man. Because if you asymptomatic,
Yes.
right, and you might be positive, but for some reason you have it, but you can spread it.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like, okay, so if you're not, if you have it, Bill, man, don't get me started.
I know. Hey, yo, Ed. First, let me tell you something. It has me baffled too because I don't know too many people today that don't have pre-existing conditions of some kind. I'm talking about any ethnicity, nationality, whatever word you want to use. We got
Right.
something: diabetes, high blood pressure, something, and weak immune systems, like
Hey,
MS.
Bill, hold on.
Go get him. Go get him.
No. Yo, hey, Lisa, turn it down a little. I'm sorry, Bills. Lisa in the back, she watching Monica and Brandy.
Tell her I said hello. Yeah, please tell her I said hello.
I will. But no, go ahead, man. Continue.
So I think, and we are at these ages, even though we don't look these ages, that we have certain things that will cause you to get sick faster, right? And if this bacteria is catching on to things like that and it's spread through droplets, coughs, and I think a lot of people have had this and thought they just had a cold or a flu, and then they postured themselves that way. But then it was just we all know that it was in the hospital running rampant. It was like outrage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, outrage.
The only thing different from COVID is that it didn't turn you into a monster and you didn't want to try to hurt somebody or something. You know what I'm saying? But then you would have turned into some Dawn of the Dead shit or some zombie stuff. Yo, there's been some crazy stuff going on right here. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
think,
no. Sorry for cutting you off, man. This whole experience, man, from day one with this whole thing, it started, and you know what? It really probably started just right around Super Bowl time in February, man, because don't forget, before you even get sick, it takes about 14 days of incubation in your system before you even start seeing symptoms.
Yes.
And like I said, in the beginning of March, I started getting, the no taste and no smell, and I'm like, what's going on? Just a whole bunch of. I had high fevers, cold sweats, and I said, I just caught a fever or whatever. Now this is the time when it wasn't really publicized, really going full force. Mm-hmm. But then after about a week or two, within the end of March, then it went full force, man. Yeah. So it went full force around that time.
I'm still scared by it, Ed. I tell you, I miss you. Love to see you. But if it ain't in a park where we can social distance, then I can't see you right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is, I'm not knowledgeable that much where I can say I can take a chance. So I'm not trying to be in a confines of something where I feel at risk. I could be outside where the air can swish it to the left and swish it to the right or whatever. And that's a beautiful thing. And I think it's changed up the game a lot from promotional aspects. You understand what I mean by that? Where now it has to be an outdoor event. And now the time frame is short for outdoor events because we might have September, October, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And if we stretching it end of October, that's about it. But let me say this, man. If you have the antibody, listen, I'm not no scientist.
Right.
I go on just basic, just having logic. If if you have the antibodies, right? If you tested positive for the antibodies, right? That's saying that your body is equipped to reject the virus, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because now your body's on defense mode. So, me personally, I'm gonna socialize from a distance, but I'm gonna socialize. I'm not gonna let this thing scare me, man.
Exactly.
Because
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
For one thing, you know, when God says time, then it's time.
It is time.
You know,
exactly.
But as of right now, I've been through them symptoms.
Yeah.
And positive, got the antibiotics or whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll with it, man. And I'm not even worrying about the second wave, Bill. Whatever the second wave is, I don't know what it is. I don't care.
Listen, we're gonna bob and weave it, Ed. We're gonna do what that is, and we're gonna get together and we're gonna smoke a cigar and chill. Let me ask you another question. Since I got you here.
Sir.
Just read some comments right now. Everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I got my man E Papers, my brother, who we go way back. This is family. So I'm glad he decided to chime in. He brought up a good topic. I implore all of you to Google 45 is trying to get rid of Social Security. That was the topic that was brought to the table. But since I got Ed here, I just started interviewing him, chop it up. My man Mark said, if anyone thinks voting for Trump is a good thing, they must be okay with a racist and the top of this country. Over 1,800 people death that could have been avoided, or at least much fewer. He said, to hell with Trump and the ignorance of those who think he's doing a good job. I get you. Let me tell you something. He will go down in history as one of the worst wartime presidents going, because COVID is considered something like that. So he will go down in history as one of the worst presidents. My man Douglas said when COVID started, they said it was coming from China, but by then it was spreading through Europe. So when 45 was saying shut it down in the Chinese flu and not allowing Chinese people into the United States. Hold on, I'm just reading more. Hold on, let me go back. People in the United States were coming to us by way of Europe, because Europe was a shutdown, and all those people were coming from Europe, bringing it with them to the United States.
That's exactly what Cuomo said.
That's what he just said. That's what Cuomo was talking about. 45's inability to govern properly and stop it when he was warned ahead of time. But it's not. But if you remember that time, we were dealing with the impeachment trial, so he was on the edge. Yeah, he was like deferring, going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Nicole said the antibodies don't last indefinitely. However, you're right. When your time comes, it is your time coming. You know what? With that being said, too, I want to switch topics real quick, Ed. I want to ask you, and I know this because I know you're an athlete. I know we're football lovers. You and I, we talked about that. We know, and I know you was playing that for a long time.
Yes.
The athletes right now took a big stand on their personal protesting on what they felt about Blake, Mr. Blake, of course, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and so many others. What is your feeling? How did you feel about first? How did you feel about the athletes protesting in their peaceful way, and then how do you feel about them shutting down sports due to COVID-19? So go ahead.
Well, for your first question, I had chills, man. I caught chills.
Right.
Number two, it's about time that these athletes like LeBron James and all the women of the WNBA, they taking a stand. Look, man, let's keep it real. We make money for these owners, billions of dollars. Okay, right. It's time to shut it down, man. It's time to shut it down, because it has to take an athlete to say, listen, come on, we're tired. We're sick and tired of this.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick was what they call him. He came to us in a way that people just turned their cheek on him, but they didn't realize that this a prophet. That's what he came. He came to us as a prophet, man. because when he did it, he jeopardized his career,
whole career, yes.
all his money, man. And
yeah.
People looked at it like, oh, pretty much shut up and throw the football, right?
Yeah.
But look what happens, man. Look what happened after that. All the incidents, one after the other. And listen, man, athletes are getting tired. The young generation is getting tired. These millennials are not playing, man. They're not playing.
No, they're not. Let me tell you something. They have stepped up in such a way, and that I am personally proud of them, because I feel that you and I are at ages where, we've already hit the front lines. Not that we still don't have frontline energy left, but we are already out there. But these new generations, the millennials and the Z's, they have stepped up admirably, because what's so funny? They know it can happen to them. And I think what's beautiful about everybody kumbayaing on these situations is because we watched Mr. Aubrey get killed.
Yes.
And then we saw George Floyd get killed.
Yes.
Excuse me, we saw 2 people get murdered, right?
Yes.
I think the country is so tired of all of that. And let me tell you something. You got a lot of white people, Latin people, you got a lot of people out there standing for justice, Black Lives Matter movement.
Just not black and brown brothers and sisters. I mean, all ethnicities, all colors is out there, man, which they want change, man. And I'm so for it. And not just veering off on the subject, but back to the athletes and everything, man. Hey, listen, I'm so happy. I'm so proud to see all of them taking a stand, man. Taking a stand. It's necessary. They have the platform, and it just needs to be seen across the world what's going on. The world is looking at us under a microscope right now, Bill. And in some instances, I'm saying to myself, I'm very embarrassed to live in America right now.
Yeah.
I'm very embarrassed, because they're looking at us like, what's going on with these people over there? You know what I'm saying? We've been
we're the laughing stock. We're the laughing stock.
When is this racism going to stop? Like, really? Like, sometimes they say enough talking, enough protesting, whatever. By the words of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad, what he said makes a lot of sense. And we go back to Farrakhan Muhammad, who taught Elijah Muhammad. The only way that we will be better in this country is to separate. It's to separate. And I looked at it, from afar, and I said, let me think about this. And I say, wait a minute, bro. If that's because we cannot coexist. It's been, in my lifetime, since I've learned to read, I'm seeing this racism has been going on ever since. And all the contradiction that goes on with history and everything, that they try to make us look bad. But at 400 years, they call us animals. Well, look what they did to us. How do you take a human being and tell them, if you read that book, I'm gonna hang you? Now, who's an animal? Us or them? But I don't want to get political like that, Bill.
No, this is Real Talk Chronicles, baby. You can say whatever you want when it comes to politics. That's the beautiful thing about this. Real Talk Chronicles, we touching all those hot topics, baby, because a lot of people shy away from it, but I ain't scared. We ain't scared. And that's why the people,
man, I'm damn sure not scared, man. My thing is, us as people, man, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. That's the bottom line, man.
Let me just, I'm gonna hit you with some deep stuff. I'm gonna read some comments real quick. And like my man Mark Rose. Mark, and I got a question for you. You said, I hope the NFL gets the message, but that's not the question. I have some other stuff. Nicole, you said it was it made me emotional to see them take a stand. We have to stick together. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything.
Correct.
We must take care of one another and business. Absolutely. Also, she said, although they have taken a stand, it is important for each of us to take part in our survival in this. Absolutely. Doug said this stuff has been going on since slavery. We weren't even counted as whole individuals. Just now, everybody got a cell phone, so it's getting recorded. But all the stuff have been going on. People have been starting to get tired, and it's more tired because now they are sitting in the same way that they are sitting in the same way they love their dogs. They love black people in it. I get you, Nicole. She says she agrees with you about Elijah. Let me just tell you something, and I'm telling everybody out there listening. I'm not talking to directly, Ed, but I'm talking to everybody.
Okay.
People talk about us being patriots, right? We don't love our country. We don't want to stand for the anthem. Kind of quiet kept. Mark, and I want to ask your opinion on this. I know you're listening. Who's more patriot than people of color? We've been brought here, told to like it here, right? Been abused while we've been here. Tell us how to protest while we're here. Tell us how to stand while we're here. Where's our 40 acres? Our 40 acres and a mule. You ain't give us that back. There's been so much going on, and we're still here. And people are mad at us and tell us that why we don't love this country, why we want this torn down. When you tell a story about us, you don't tell a story about the kings and queens. You tell us about us in bondage. You start off you don't start off at A. You start off at G. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then
that's right.
You try to keep us there. So I say all that to say that people that talk about people of color are not patriotic. Listen. As Snoop Dogg said, we don't love them O's. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we love who loves us. We are still here. We're not going anywhere. And this is a problem. So stop talking about people of color and not patriotic. Just because we don't
listen,
want
Bill.
Go ahead,
listen,
brother.
Man. Forget about the patriotism in this country, man, because this country is designed for them, not us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not us. That's why they go, oh, why you not patriotic? Well, listen, man, your son can walk down the street, right? And the cops come through in suburban neighborhood and won't say nothing. How you doing? How's the dog? How's the cat?
Yeah.
But let one of our children walk through the neighborhood. What are you doing there? Who you coming to see? We just got a call that there's somebody looking at suspicious in the neighborhood. One of my good brothers, Jeff Red, went through this in Mount Vernon, man. I don't know if you heard about it.
No, I haven't speak to him. Jeff, tell me.
Yeah, man. He went through this situation up in Mount Vernon where he was just by his house.
Jeff Red, the singer.
Yes.
Okay, I'll call him and find out. I'll try to get him on his because I know he's running for some stuff in Mount Vernon too.
He won.
Oh, he won?
Yeah. He for Mount Vernon High School, born a trustee, and I'm proud of him.
Good, that's my dude. Yeah, that's our dude. Yeah.
He's taking a political stand, which is good. But he had an incident a couple of months back, sitting in front of his house in his car, and I'm not going to elaborate on the story, but
I'm gonna call him and get him on the show. Go ahead. Yeah.
And you know what? So I just want to give you that information. I'd rather him tell you the story.
Yeah, that's the story. I got you. Let me just read what the people are saying. Hold on. Like Mark said, he said, "Yeah, Bill, we built this country. We can go back to Africa. We separate. We separate. Will just like the Jews, but with no power." Yeah, like you also said about Douglas said, "Patriot. We built this country. Have a picture of it. Can you put it in that? We built this damn place. Don't launch down." Like Mark said, first to die for this country. Christmas addicts. Yep. Matt McCoy in the building. What's up, Matt? How are you, brother? He said, "We fought in every war only to come home back to slavery." That's crazy.
Yeah,
that is.
Douglas
said,
that's.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's crazy. He said, "Hold on." He said, Bill, we need to get our own. Yes, you know, I've heard this time and time again. We're going to have the Black Friday, and Black people don't spend no money. Yep, on this day, but it never goes beyond that. You're right, because you know what's so funny. We we as people, we get delusional. You know, we sometimes we got our own problems. What's up, Joe Hammond? When I see Joe, first I got to give a shout out to my man Lenny Green. Everybody know that's my dude. Happy birthday, Lenny. I'll be talking to you later on tonight. Happy birthday to
Virgo in the
anybody else.
building.
Virgo's in the building. Yo, this has been informative. I love it. Like I said, everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. Right now, this is being YouTube. So e-papers, you can share it. Ask anybody to share it. This is just real conversation. Anybody that wants to be on, and I appreciate you chiming and topping in it, but anybody that ever wants to be on, I appreciate my man Ed, Spontaneous. This is what it's about. He came on and then he got the interview. I kept him with me, baby. That's it.
Hey, listen, man. I'd rather talk about this than the other stuff. We can talk about that later, man. But two things before I get off, Bill.
Right.
Two things I want to talk about. Two things.
Oh.
The movie Malcolm X was made by Spike Lee, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Denzel Washington.
Yes.
Two things that got me. Now I watched the movie over and over again, but the two things that really got me in that movie was when Denzel finally got reformed, and when he went to the Bible study, and he told the I don't know if he was Catholic father or whatever. He read out the Bible that the people were blue eyes, pointy nose, or whatever. But Malcolm said, or Denzel Washington said, that if according to the Bible, if it comes from a Mideast country, that the hair is kinky, right? The hair is kinky.
Yes.
Brown eyes. So where's the deception there? And the priest couldn't answer that question. He got mad, turned red in the face, right?
Absolutely.
That was number one. Number two, there was another part in the movie where Brother Baines sat down with Malcolm and showed him the dictionary.
Right.
Yes. Now hold up, Webster's dictionary. And he said, look at this. He said, look at the terminology of white. Pure, godless, this, that. Look at the terminology of black. Evil, this, that. So he says, it's basically reversed. He said, so would you, and then Spike Lee does it real slick. He shows Webster dictionary, right? So how could you believe something that this man wrote?
Yeah.
Depict us as evil, and we're not evil at all.
No. You know, it's an excellent point. It's that I as much mentoring programs, and shout out to all the mentoring people that I work with, Blue Nile, Sledge, Hines, Kareem Hines, and anybody else. Please, I would love for the schools to teach us real history first. You know what I'm saying? But they're not. They're going to keep teaching us about the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. I don't give a damn about that. You know, Ponce de Leon, he ain't do nothing for me yet. What's up, Bill? How are you, man? You know, Nicole, we must stop asking them to treat us equally. It's never going to happen. Even these elections, no one has offered us anything specifically. We need these politicians to work for our votes. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna have to get my glasses. I'm sorry. Yo, listen, you know what's so funny? Voting is crazy. People, if you are able-bodied citizens, please go vote. They're going to try to do everything in their power to stop the mail-in ballots, even though he requested one himself for his family. Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, listen, man, it is what it is, brother. We are going to do it. Listen, everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I am Bill Foster. I got my man E-Papers. He sat down and with me and held me down today and came and chopped it up with me. Share it. And then if you want to, it's on YouTube, so you can go back and get it and let your people know how we was chopping it up. Listen, there's a lot of shows out here, but ain't nobody keeping it real like we are. This is Real Talk Chronicles, everybody. Yo, E, I appreciate you so much, man, for coming to get us. First, you gave us some good insight on the Social Security. I employ you all to go look up the Social Security thing. That's a big conversation that we were having tonight about if they're trying to get rid of Social Security. We talked about the athletes taking a stance. We talked about voting. We talked about COVID-19. That's still a problem out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
Stop playing games. Listen, yo, you can play Russian roulette with your life, but don't play it with mine. So you know what I'm saying? If I'm wearing my pants and you ain't got yours, just give me an air bump and keep it moving. Because listen, I'm not trying to catch anything right now. I know some people are trying to get back out there slowly but surely, and people are acting like they've been locked down. Listen, if people are acting the way they are acting now from just being in the house for 5 months, no disrespect to anybody that came home from jail, but what would you do if you were locked up? You understand what I mean? You were incarcerated.
Yeah.
This ain't that serious. 5
You
months.
know, hey, Bill, man, this goes to show you that when they say the new normal, hey, listen, man, you know, life is full of surprises, man. And we found that out in March.
Yes, man.
We found that out real quickly in March when things were shut down.
Yeah.
You know,
the whole world,
the reality's real.
The whole world was shut down. Let me tell you something. If you didn't love the one you was with, shame on you, because you was a miserable son of a gun. Because there wasn't anything you could do.
Right.
And that's why domestic violence. No disrespect. You know, I'm making a light of it, but you know, disrespect. Domestic violence was up. Why? Because people didn't care for the people they were with, man. You know, people, you know, had sacrificial lambs and stuff like that. We got to do better. We got to do. Listen, let's try to make this world a better place. Like my man Matt McCoy said, every book we read, he wrote. That's why it's called his story. We need to learn the autonomy of words. Mark said, Abigail Adelaide Stanford, real educator from New York. You're right. Listen, everybody, we chopping it up. Yo, what's up, Chad? I'm about to sign off, but you can sign in.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Before I'm gonna end it like this. Like in the Biggie movie, what Puffy said, he said, "We can't change the world unless we change ourselves."
Absolutely, brother. That's it. Yo, absolutely. Also, too, we were at the funeral. You know, rest in peace, Chris Lighty. You know, that's our brother, Violators, Zulu Nation family. It is what it. You know, we're here. Respect to the Violators, the Zulu Nation. You know, 8 years. I hope you find some kind of eternal peace, brother, because you know you didn't have to go. You know what I'm saying?
That was very senseless. You know, but I was with Chris Ali and the whole Zulu Nation yesterday over at Marcus Garvey Park.
Okay,
it was a beautiful thing, man. It was a great turnout. A lot of brothers came out and showed a lot of love. Shout out to Mickey Benson and shout out to Mohammed, who actually they put the whole thing together.
Okay, yeah, and I had just finished. I was told to Chris earlier the week. I wish I'd have known because I would have came by the park and checked it out. But you know, that would have been a good show of love and respect. You know, I mean, first and foremost, let me just say this to anybody that has thoughts in your head. Please try to talk to somebody, and please try to talk to somebody that's going to help you, not hurt you. You understand what I'm saying? Not make fun of you. I mean, like, life is too short. Like I said, none of us knew the Black Panther Chadwick was sick like that. You know, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? That man was dealing with that for 4 years and still putting out bodies of work.
And he persevered over that, man.
Yeah. So you know, please, if you have mental problems and you're having issues that you think are overcoming, please reach out. Let me tell you something. I'm sure everybody out there got over 100 names in their phone. Call. You can call somebody and just kick it and talk to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, so, everybody try to take care of yourselves. This is Bill Forster, Real Talk Chronicles. That's E Papers, my man. He sat in with me. We'll be back Wednesday. We'll be back Wednesday. If we're not talking about a certain topic, I'll probably do another freestyle like this, and anybody's more than welcome. Ed, thank you for coming. Thanks for supporting your boy. You know what I'm saying? you, man.
Not a
Everybody,
problem, man. And peace out to everybody, man. Always remember, man, love one another.
absolutely.
That's it.
That's it. I'll see you
All
later,
right.
baby. All right
All right.
now.
Hey, Bill,
That's
take
it.
care of yourself, man. One
Love you,
love.
brother. Oh, love you.
All right. Same here, brother.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
everybody, like I
Peace.
said, see you later, partner. So, like I said, everybody, we're just gonna say goodbye, and I'm gonna end this. And I just wanted to say, this is Real Talk Chronicles. Support yourselves. Love your neighbor. Vote. Be careful, COVID-19. Watch your
Huh?
back. The streets are getting a little dangerous. They, just protect yourselves. That's all you got to do. Just protect yourselves, everybody. This is what it is right now. We're in a certain state. I miss you all. I'm saying hi to you all. I hope everybody's well. I just wanted to get on and say something to you. Like I said, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I am Bill Forster, and I'm leaving right now. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday. And whatever you do, just be the best at it. All right. I'll see y'all later, man. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you. Peace.